Hey there! Before the beta ended, I wanted to show you what you'd be working for, the stuff that you're really working in on the game, and that's going to be gear and skills. And I'm going to run through each one of them and show you what it's like, and also the other stuff that you can look at in the character menu. So we'll start off with Ms. Marvel. We have this is a challenge card. Basically, the challenge card is as you level up, you can get free stuff. You just as you level, it'll just give it to you. It's got level everything up to level 40, and as you can see, a lot of it is just either um, stuff like different costumes, which is just stuff for your appearance, or stuff for upgrading. Basically the two different types of currency. Emotes. Let's look at this emote. Yeah. So, and again, different costumes. Um, Oops, let's go back to challenge card. In the challenge card, you can also see down here, you get daily and weekly missions. In this case, collect minor artifacts. I haven't played her today. I haven't played any of them today, so I haven't done this. And then weekly, um, defeat enemies. So you can see I completed this one. Defeat enemies while I'm biggin, 50 of them. I got 11 challenge points. And I'm halfway through with this one. Um, Objectives. Objectives are the missions. Right now, there's only one, which is the only one for the beta. There was actually another one that I unlocked through a certain mission, but as soon as I completed it, poof, it went away because it wasn't there anymore. So unfortunately, I can't show it to you. You can see your stats. Basically, it just runs down how um, what all of your stats are doing, and we'll go ahead and get rid of that. And then we're going on to skills. Skills are what it is that you want to do, your build. As you can see, it says primary for the builds, for the skills. We already know there's skill trees that they aren't showing. These are the only 3 or 4 that they actually show for each character. And in each one, they're broken up to different ones: light, heavy, ranged, and then something to do with their power. For this one, each one is different. For example, Iron Man has specific ones, which we'll get around to. For her, we've got light attack, which is just fly swatter. It's just basically you hit each time you hit, it does a different move until if you get them all out, you do that. And your skills basically modify what you can do. For example, that attack is actually looking pretty cool. And it does a launch at the end. We've got spin kick, where you run at them and spin. Okay. Flying fist, where you're up in the air hitting. And then double down kick, where you basically jump up and you just hit. Okay, then we've got your heavy attacks, and you can see why they're heavy, which leads to double barrel punch, which is exactly what it is. And for you One Piece fans, you will look at this and you're going, hey, I've seen that before. That's Luffy shooting off his Gum Gum cannon. And yeah, her attacks look a lot like Luffy's. We've got hammering strike, which is always going to be, you're going to have a ground attack and an air attack, because there's lots of stuff in the air, believe me. And jump up and hit. And then we've got other things like slide and rubber band. Now you notice I've got a lot of stuff that isn't chosen. It's because you will get a certain number of skill points as you play. The more you play, the more skill points you get. And it also depends on the hero. You can see that she's got lots of different things. She's a utility person, so she's got lots of different things. You can see stuff that I haven't got, like this leg sweep, spinning heel strike. They all have great names. So over to the ranged, it's basically what is this? A ranged punch. Again, Luffy holding on his wrist, going wham, hitting somebody. This goes to harpoon, where you grab somebody and you hit with it. and can lead to crushing grass, where you're grabbing them and you squeeze them. And nutcracker, which is grab them and smash them on the ground. Aerial spike, up in the air and smash them to the ground. And panic button, where you hit and you just like smashing them around. Looks pretty fun. Here's ones that I haven't got, where grip strength, which increases damage. And then intrinsic abilities. In her case, she can polymorph. Hold down R2 and you can dodge out of the way. She's another one where she's not very tough. You want her to be out of the way, either by doing a regular dodge or using this. This drains energy, so it's something that you probably shouldn't do all the time, because when you want to do something else, you won't have the energy to do it. Hip check, which is exactly what it sounds like. I also got whirlwind, which again, exactly what it sounds like. Seismic slam. And Shining Will. What Shining Will does is, willpower is your health. So whenever you polymorph, you're going to be healing. Again, this may be a reason why you want to polymorph, because you're low on health and you need health. Some of the other things she can do are Palm Strike, Morning Star, and reduces the intrinsic cost. Okay. Look at her gear. Her gear is based around her bracelet. And you can see I've got heavyweight protection bands. Epics things usually have between 2 and 3, and they can be boosted. Boosted means increasing their power. Use resources to do it. Resources you are found, as you can see when the challenge card, you're given resources. You also find resources out in the world, and you get resources by deconstructing items. Each item has its own resource. So for in this case, nanites are the resource for her bracers. And you can see armlet. And basically all of the stuff is virtual, because they didn't want to have like the World of Warcraft effect, where you get new items and all of a sudden your gear is looking all kind of janky. Your gear, how you look, your look is always going to be the way you want. So basically this is virtual items doing stuff. And again, this is epic. And you can see I still can upgrade it. Now you can see I also have another piece of gear out here. This is the one that I used to have before I got this one. And can you tell why it is that I switched out these? Well, it's real simple. On this one here, I've already got it at max power. I've already boosted it up as much as it can, and it made it to 31. And actually it's pretty good. It's not a bad piece of gear, which is why I didn't get away. But I got this one recently, and it's got 29. Oops. 29, and you can see I've only boosted it up twice, so it's actually going to make it all the way up another 8 to 37. So it's going to be a lot more powerful than the other piece of gear. I haven't gotten rid of this one or dismantled it, because as a 31, it's still useful. If I wanted to switch out and get a little higher piece of gear, I can have that if I need to, at least until I get to 31. Chest piece is the next. You can see I've only got a rare piece on here, and then her insignia. Next, we've got artifacts. Your artifacts do certain things. For example, this increases charge rate of your heroic ultimate ability by 7%, so the charging of getting that ability is charges faster. And this one, minus 22.5% damage reduction from gamma attacks. As you level up, you can get more of these, and the major artifact isn't in the beta. Moving on to cosmetics. Cosmetics are exactly that. It's cosmetic stuff. For example, when you start out, this is your outfit. And as you progress, you saw that you can get different outfits. For example, Iron Man fan, Black Widow fan, and you can see that she's got a lot of other outfits. This is her classic costume, the epic version of it. So that's the one I'm running around. You also have emotes, which I haven't unlocked any for her yet. And nameplates. Nameplates are this right here. Whenever you're in a group, it's going to show this. And again, like with costumes, you want to stand out from everyone else. So you want to have a different nameplate. That's why you have different nameplates here. So, um, and it's I mean, it's simple as just choosing which one you want. So you can change it as you're going along. And there's anything from uncommon to rare. Um, a lot of people like this one. It's actually not too bad, but I just got this one recently, so I'm using this one. Okay, the next thing we have are collections. Collections are comic books and other things. Why do you want comic books? Are they just a collectible? Kind of. They are a collectible, but you can see that as you get them, one, you can see some pretty neat comic books and get some information about them, and you can look through them. But you notice down here at the bottom, I can't move around for this, but you see where it's a stat bonus, 0.5% willpower recovery effectiveness? You get stats by collecting comics. You can see up there on the right, set bonuses. 0.5% willpower recovery effectiveness, 0.5% max willpower, which is health. So I'm getting health, and I'm recovering it faster, and I have a little better chance to critical. And that's just from collecting the comics. And you can see each one of the sets gives you, I mean, you can see I've got 5 of 6. I've got a whole lot of stuff going on with with the Hulk set. Sorry, sometimes the beta doesn't actually display them. But you can see each one is giving you, again, I collected all of the Ms. Marvel ones, which again you can't see unfortunately. But you can see I'm getting quite a bit from them. So you wanted, even though it seems like comics, oh, well, what's that? You actually want to do some of the things that give you comics because they actually do give, some of them do give you different stat bonuses. Okay, the other thing you can get is intelligence, which is basically um, background stuff. For example, interview with Captain America. Phil um, was a character used in Kingdom Come as a framing device, and they use him here for the same thing. You can listen to it.
First, thanks for inviting me to come on your show to set the record straight. As the world grows more complex, the dangers we face have adapted. We can no longer take a localized approach to protecting this nation or the world. The Avengers must become a global organization. Our new West Coast headquarters is just the first step. As for the Chimera, and I apologize if I get this wrong, but people much smarter than I am have explained it's powered by the Stark patented Terrigen reactor, capable of generating clean, efficient power. Not only will we be more mobile...
Okay. So again, you can collect them. It's just giving you background, that kind of stuff, info into the game, and then codex is basically what things that you've run across and what it is that they can do, including bosses. In the training mission at the beginning, that's where we met Taskmaster. This is the boss for that mission I told you that I did, and it's no longer there. This is the guy you fight for that one, and oh my god, this is a hell of a fight. So yeah, good luck with that. Social. Social is your team. In this case, right now it's just me, but if you were on a team with other people, you'd see them there. You can also have friends here, and if you had any friends online, you can invite them into your team. Okay, and that just brings us back to challenge card, which, as I said, this is where as you level up you can earn stuff. So let's go back and go to our next hero, the Hulk. And you see, my Hulk looks a little different than what you expect the Hulk to look like. And I'll show you why. Again, challenge card, as you're leveling up, you get stuff. For example, you get this skin, which is different. And you get new nameplates, you get currency, you get materials. And again, as you go up, you get different ones. For example, here's the one that I'm doing. And again, it's really, you want to stand out. You don't want to look like the typical everyday Hulk. I mean, everyone's going to be having the character, so you want to stand out. So that's what these different skins are for. You know, you've got gray, the monster inside, the gray, everything up to there's the really green Hulk, and you get different emotes and stuff. And in fact, let's go back and it looks like I don't have the emote yet for it, but oh, and I think it said down here you've got the different things. I played early this morning on him, so I got a little bit of work on that, and I got 30% on his weekly. So let's go. Objectives are always going to be the same. Skills. You can see he's got combat, heavy combat, grab attacks, and rage. And you can see he's got, and you see I've mainly focused on rage. It's the Hulk. Rage is all, but it depends on your play style. For combat, it's the normal hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a wind up in the pitch. Green bomber, up in the air, hitting things. You can dodge and swipe. You can range attack is throwing rocks. You really want to get it, throw bigger rocks. And with that rock, if you just don't want to hit something from a distance, you can use that rock to just wail on people close up. Okay, heavy attack is hit and throw concrete at them from the ground. Smash, which is a smash. Skyfall, jump up and do a smash. And then air spike, which is a bigger smash. So basically your body slamming the ground to knock people down. Hulk, one of his best fun things is grabbing people. You can grab them and then use them to hit other people. I mean, come on, how fun is that? And as you can see, you can do the whole Loki thing, where after you're done beating somebody else, then you can just beat them with the ground. Got Smackdown, where you can grab 2 people. You're hitting them with 2 times the fun. And Elemental Grab, if they have elemental attacks, when you hit them, you're not only doing your grab damage, you're doing the elemental damage. Some of the things that you might get are spiking, crushing, air spike, and the Gamma Crusher. So again, it just depends on your playstyle. Me, I wanted to be a rage monster. I wanted to, because rage does massive amounts of damage. And if you do it right before an attack, it connects to a parry, it lowers the resistance, so with a roar. And then I built on that. So takedowns boost my rage. I can reduce the cost of using rage. Increases the maximum energy of my rage. Maximum energy, boost the energy, further reduce the cost. When I'm raging, I recover health more, and when I'm raging, what I can do is, as I'm attacking, I can keep my rage building and going to where I'm doing even more damage. As long as I'm hitting something, I've got to be overcharged. And then finally, increases all damage. So as you can see, I decided my Hulk is the rage monster. I'm going to just be wailing on you. I don't have as many attacks as some of the other people do. Mine are a lot more basic. But when I hit you, you're really going to tell I hit you. His gear, again, it's all inside. So we've got this, and you can see epic items usually have 3 things and an ability to boost them. In this case, it's usually something to do with doing damage, doing stun damage, and doing a type of damage. You can see I've only got a rare piece equipped here. Just haven't run across another shoulder piece. Got this chest the last time I ran. Got it during that big boss, so I was really happy about that. And I also got this, the spine piece too, and was able to boost it all the way up. And you can see I've got these boosted, and ran out of resources for doing that one. Okay. Cosmetics for him. This is what you first start out looking like. Then there's this. And then next this, again, this is the one I like. And you can have everything from Joe Fixit. Really thinking about doing Joe Fixit. I kind of like the Joe Fixit look. Tore right out of those clothes. The iconic look. Looking way green. And you can see just different looks for them. Again, it's just mainly cosmetic to make you distinguish. And you can see the collections that I got here. And you'll notice it's different stuff. For example, his is armor, critical damage, heroic damage, range damage. Each one has different things. So the comics you collect are not only are boosting up things differently for you. Okay. And again, we're back to social and the challenge card. So let's go and to Iron Man. So again, different nameplates, materials, the different look. This is more of like the movie look. And again, it goes up to 50, and you can see the different stuff that you get out of it. And you can see I'm working on getting this one. And you can see I was also using him, 66%. Okay, objectives, on to skills. Here, it's melee, repulsors, lasers, and rockets. Again, I told you each one has different things. For melee, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thruster uppercut. Melee in the air. And a power dive. Repulsors, this is your basic repulsor. Oof. Nothing really special. Power blast, where you can charge it up, use both of them to hit harder. Hand cannon, where you get fancy about it. This is a heavier attack. You can do the same thing, except powered up. And finally, while sprinting, auto target and fire. So you can sprint towards them and then you don't have to aim, which is really nice. There's slingshot, where dodge, spin and hit, and repulsor strike, where you're hitting and blasting with your repulsor. Okay, lasers. Remember in Iron Man 3, I think it was, where he's fighting all the robots with the lasers? This is basically this. Energy launch is a tougher laser. Burning edge. Remember again, where he's fighting all those robots and fires off that laser. Photon samurai. Whirling tempest. And I finally got laser scythe. And there's one more. Okay. And then finally, rockets, which are exactly what it sounds like. You fire rockets at them. It's actually, rockets are a pretty good attack. As you can see, it's knockback and damage, and a little bit of an explosion. Then we got Scorched Earth, where a quick attack at the most direct target. So you're not aiming. With this one, you're aiming at the person. With this one, I just want to shoot at the person in front of me. Okay, javelin, where you're going to fire sticky rockets and they detonate. So if you've got somebody who's running towards another group of enemies, you can fire a rocket rather than just hitting the one guy. Let him fire it right before he gets there, and then he's going to blow up by the other enemies. Smart rockets, you can lock on, move, and then have them go off. Pretty nice, huh? And then counterfire, where you dodge and you fire a pair of homing rockets towards the nearby enemies. Okay, onto his gear. He's got gauntlets. Again, normal epic 3 plus boost. Uncommon. I haven't played Iron Man as much as some of the others. As you can see, he's only level 13 and 16 power as compared to like 32 and 33. It's because I haven't been able to get him any really good gear. So this is rare. So it's a little better than uncommon, but still kind of sucky. So you can see I've got a lot of work to do on him. Oh, and his artifacts. I don't remember. Did I go over artifacts in the first one? I think I've gone over artifacts, where the artifacts give you a certain boost overall. And you can see you have 2 slots. Unfortunately, you have to be level 15. I'm only level 13, so I can't open up the other one, which is why I have this one around waiting for that. Cosmetics. We've got the standard one, and then the more movie one. I actually prefer the standard one, but you can see you've got all kinds of things, including testing Tony, which would be pretty cool. Again, collections, same thing. Alright, so let's go on to the last one, Black Widow. So again, you can see we're in progress of stuff. Again, it goes up to level 40, and you can see the different things that you can get. Just changing your look. Again, you really want your look to be unique. This is what this is for. And some pretty cool, very cool looks. I've used her. I haven't used her today, and we're working on the weekly. Skills: light, heavy, ranged, and defense. Her light attacks. She is not a person who wants to be hit. She cuts in there and she does lots of damage in quick attacks. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, and boom. This leads to sweep the leg. Pounce, jump up, and stomp on your face. And a spinning kick. Your heavy attacks are going to be using I forget the name of the tonfas. And you can use a grenade, spin and hit, and you're actually charging them a little. This is a ranged attack. Baton strike, where you chain a combo and do a really nice target. Last one, you can turn and give damage to a couple of different people. And then sprint and kick. Her ranged attacks use guns, pistols. And her pistols aren't too bad. And you can charge up the pistol attack. And you can increase the amount of ammo, so you have more shots. And believe me, you will be like, damn it, running out of ammo at just the wrong time. We also have full auto, where as long as you're holding the trigger, you keep firing. And the longer you hold it, the more damage it does. Only problem is it becomes uncontrollable the longer you do it. So you have to be really holding down on your stick to get it in the right place. This is upgraded by increasing the magazine and adding a stun damage to it. Lastly, with the gun, high caliber. Basically, this is switching out your guns, smaller guns, for a shotgun and like a single dense round. And you can charge it up, get the clip extended, and add rifling to do more damage. And lastly is defense. Again, she does not like Ms. Marvel. You do not want to get hit with her. She can't take a whole lot of hits. So you want to be able to get out of the way quick. So using your line to be able to get the heck out of dodge, always a good thing. You can, if you can see it, if you see a little X on it, you can go to it. You can even use that line to pull you to somebody, which can also pull you out of combat with somebody else, which is why it's under defense. Your main thing you're going to be using is dodge. And you can see she will just, nope, you're not going to hit me. Nope, not going to do it. You can feint where you hit and then you go over them and they're left off balance and you can come in again to hit them. You got your sting where you're just before an attack hits, you fire your line and you knock down multiple people. And things I haven't had, which you can increase farther, so you can go farther. And whiplash, where you can parry and execute a chokehold. Okay. Her gear, her gauntlets. See, I only got a rare piece here. Uncommon for the bracelets. You can see that will even tell you melee, ranged, defense, again uncommon, and heroic. Legendary. Got that in my last mission. Opened up a chest, almost had a brick. Really cool. You can see it boosts up to 10. It's already at 22, so it'll go up to 30. 28, because I've already got 4. I got 8 more. No, 30. I was right. And the things that it gives you are so much better. The Mighty Blessing, 12%, 35%, and if you get a 16-hit combo, you get a defense bonus. That's gold. Oh, I can actually boost this more. Let's go ahead and boost it up. Can't do it anymore, but hey, it went up to 23. Right? And my artifacts, I've got 2. Now, you notice I got this one that's really a lot lower than these 2, which is this one and this one. That's because I just kind of like the look of it. I'm just hanging around. I haven't needed the resources because I've already maxed these out, so there's no reason to get rid of it. But just, like I said, I have it just because I like it. Cosmetics. This is the look when she first appears. More military look. This is the more of the costumey look. But you can see you've got all different kinds of looks that you can give her. It just depends. Again, cosmetics are really just what you want. And the different nameplates. Okay, and again, back to the collections where they give you different stuff. All right, last thing I want to do is go to the challenge card and go to, oh, it's not here. Maybe it's under gear. Skills, gear, nope. Ah, there it is. Marketplace. Marketplace, where you can buy stuff. They have stuff that's featured where you can, buy this. It's using one of our 2 currencies, either credits, which are cosmetic items, and again, units. You get the 2 different kinds. And each one buys a different thing, and you can see what they'd look like. And, again, it's just adding new looks to this. Like you can see, I actually bought that one. And, you can have legendary emotes, like a preview of this for the Hulk. Okay, and then the different more outfits, different nameplates. Actually, I want that nameplate. I really want that. I may actually get it. What the hell? It's only 100. I'm not going to be using it for anything else. But you know what? I'll hold off because the other thing you can do is search by hero. For example, Ms. Marvel. Here's all the different things that you can get for her. For the Hulk. Iron Man. And Black Widow. Let's see how her remote is. I don't remember. Huh. Interesting. I'm curious. I just not what his emote is. I'll just so you can see. Oh, that's pretty damn cool. Well, I've seen the Hulks. Okay, so again, this is basically just to let you see what it's like, and someone told me it's a lot like Destiny, and I agree. You've got your outfit, but you've got cosmetic stuff, and then your gear and your skills modify how you are actually doing this thing. So hopefully this is giving you a little more information, and you will be joining me when I go ahead and in a couple weeks get into the actual game. I'll make sure to have another uh, playlist for just in the game. I may sometime go live, for example, in some of the matches on Twitch. I haven't set up that yet. Still have to do that. But most of the time, it's going to be the videos because I think people get into that a lot more. I don't know. I'm not. I don't know a lot about Twitch, which is something I probably, if I'm going to be doing this, I need to learn more about. So I guess I'm going to have some homework. But um, I will go ahead and make sure and see you in just a bit. Um, Please, if you like what you've seen, like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you back here when Marvel Avengers comes out. Bye bye.